You know, that song is short enough, it's about 2 minutes or so, that I could actually make a stream trailer with that, and then I could put that on YouTube, and it would actually play in a loop until I actually started the stream, and then make a formal intro for the stream, and eliminate the need for start soon screens completely, which is one of the things I need to take a look at the next time I want to take a break from streaming. What is up, everybody? This is Jay, aka MultimediaJay. Just came from a discussion about Final Fantasy XIV. To make a long story short, I've decided to end my involvement with the game because some of the more recent decisions that the leadership team at Square Enix has made regarding the way people are with certain MMO features, like, for example, raids or dungeon progression, and, you know, things like needing to have a tough conversation with somebody to tell them they need to get better at certain elements of the game in order for the group to continue progressing or for them to stay on the team. That is now something that could potentially get you banned as a form of harassment. So I think that's a step too far, and quite frankly, an environment where people have to tippy-toe around tough issues related to guilds or the ability to down bosses is not the sort of thing that I think is conducive to a thriving MMO that, that people get passionate about. So, but I think that's an issue that has been building in Final Fantasy for years at this point. It did not start with all the WoW players going over being like, yeah, this is better because we don't like World of Warcraft anymore. It didn't start with that, and it's not going to end with that either. So, whatever. Let's fire up some ESO, a grown-ups game. Fire up ESO, aka a grown-ups game, where, you know, you don't have like anime, whatever, going around doing all that other stuff. She has a bow again. I swear I have an intelligent reason for doing this. Can we get some tunes, please? We got a lot of stuff to do. How's the ducking? Oh, the ducking is a little too close. All right, let's see what is going on here in it. Start with a new song. Aaron Kenny. A little too... So what are we at for... Let's see. It's because we're right next to some lava. She has a bow again. What happened? I know, right? I've given up on Zen Archer twice, and I've remade it twice. I decided to end the little issue I had once and for all by spending 1,500 crowns and getting a third slot. I got a feeling that this is going to be something that I'm kind of doomed to do on all my characters, because you can have a magicka build, a health build, and a stamina build, and experiment and switch off if you need to get more powerful. Oh yes, the Zen Archer is going to be at a disadvantage because it's a hybrid build. But one of the things that changed my mind, I gotta give a shout out to Hack the Minotaur. One of the things that changed my mind on the whole hybrid build thing was seeing his Paladin build in action. But a little too complicated. You kind of have to make up for your lack of resources. This is a little too dramatic for what it is that we're doing. Oops. Well, I guess we gotta fight something. And we don't even have an assistant set up. Immobilize isn't gonna work on a caster. Let's go beat up some Dremora here. Oh yeah, you immobilize me, huh? Hey, how do you like it? Oh, yeah. Go ahead, silence me. I'll just use my martial abilities. Oops. Yeah, whatever. Watch this. Switch to magic and zing. There we go. You're worried about magic? Well, you got it, buddy. So, not as powerful as a build that focuses on one resource, but there is unique advantage. So what do we go with for this? We went with the same stuff we went with last time. Hulking Draugr meets Crafty Alfiq for tons of bonus stamina and tons of bonus magicka. We went with the magicka bow because we actually have a deficit of magicka versus stamina. So no more stamina weapons, because we're a little too far behind in terms of maximum magicka versus maximum stamina and trying to level those two out. Slight advantage to stamina, a slight advantage to stamina, but 1,000, is that really going to do anything? So let's go off to the castle and let's actually compare a little something here. So trying to... I think a lot of the problems that I had was with my strategy. I was trying to damage with stamina, heal with magicka. And the truth of the matter is we could always just only do that in crunch time and whatnot. Why not have the option of damaging with magicka too, especially when you're talking about, well, when one resource runs out, switch to the other, while the other one regenerates. Or if you need be, use a potion or something like that. Or if you want to make absolutely certain you're not using any magicka during a certain part of a fight, you just use bow attacks instead. The point is, though, you have options, and that's really what all this stuff is supposed to be about. That's ESO is really good for player freedom in that respect. So let's bring the orc guy out here. Let's retrieve the armory assistant and just put him here like he's some kind of coach watching us fight. Silent partner backpacking. A little too mellow. Here we go. Mellow, but not too mellow. So let's do some comparisons here.
Don't get too comfortable.
Of when we run out of, let's blow out all the resources twice, regen twice, and then compare numbers. With one resource versus two. What I've run into is the DPS is lower, but you can do the DPS for longer before you go into a regen phase. So let's do Resto Staff, wait for the magic to get to 100%, and let's actually compare spam skills again. So we're going to blow out the resources twice and regen twice like last time. But now we're squaring off a lot of one resource versus a mix of two. All right, so burn phase, number 1. We'll get ourselves all the way down to 0 and then regen it completely with the Resto Staff. So a bunch of 8s, and these should turn to like 7s and 6s on the hybrid. Remember, this guy has a bunch of extra armor and stuff because he's supposed to represent a boss. All right, let's regen everything. Make sure we have that 5. Make sure we have that number 5 ability ready. And we'll go into burn phase number 2 at 100% after this attack. Burn phase number 2. The fun part, too, is you can basically go to resource number 2 or regen or something like that. And now, basically, we'll skip the second regen. So we've regened everything. So now when we run out, we stop. Done. All right, let's wait for that to end and parse. And then we can switch over to Zen Archer and do a mixture of both resources, using the number 2 attacks for both weapons. We're out 7,000 DPS in 1 minute and 19 seconds of combat. Switch off to Zen Archer and combine the 2 resources together so that we're doing damage on both. So we run out of stamina, then we'll start doing a whole bunch of stuff with magicka. Once both resources get back to normal, we'll start. So everything loads up to 100%. We're not using ultimates either. We're just comparing the number 2 skills for both weapons. So bow and Resto Staff. Why Resto Staff? It's good for magicka, healing, as well as regeneration. Better than Destro Staff with the bonuses it gives you. It's similar to the bonuses that you'll get if you're using heavy armor. All right, let's see here. Ready to start? We'll begin with stamina. And we'll see lower numbers, like 5k, 6k, instead of 7 or 8. And we run out of this, we'll just change to our staff until we run out of magicka, then we'll switch back to stamina until we run out of everything. And maybe, you know, regen one of the 2 or both of the 2. We're out. Switch. See how much of that we get back while we're blowing through all the magic. So we should get enough to eventually get to the point where we're out of both. So we got some stamina back. Now we're out. Switch! Blow out the rest of the stamina. Switch. Blow out the magic again. Oh, almost couldn't do it. All right, regen. Regen. So, like, more of that. Regen some of this. And meanwhile, we're getting some stamina back. So, now let's switch off and let's regen stamina while the magicka finishes regenning on its own. And then we'll do this again. So, ooh, getting some crits in the middle of all of that as we use some of that here. Okay, ready? Start with the bow again this time, because the bow actually has a debuff. 2, 3. Keep going until we run out of stamina. Then the next time we run out of stuff, we're going to stop and compare all the numbers. Fitting music, too. Silent partner. I just need a way to easily see my chat. Yeah, I have a hard time seeing chat right now. We'll fix that very shortly, Dan. I put the windows in the wrong spot. I've got everything reversed. All right. Blow this out. And then blow out the stamina until we run out and we're basically empty again. Stamina! So you see, you don't really get enough regen to really be able to flip between the two, and tanks would have the same problem. One more. One more cast. Out. One more bow. One more cast. One more bow. One more cast. DPS is plummeting. Stop. Now let's compare the damage and the longevity while we're breaking combat while we fix these windows here. I want to be able to see that, and I want OBS closer. Let's see what we have here. This here. Yeah, the non-game. Yeah, it's just chat stream. I turned the chat off in that because I didn't want to go off on any tangents or have any discussions. This one, it was supposed to be like a statement, but it took a little too long. Half hour was too long for it. So this is the Zen Archer. So you have options with resources. Also worth noting, there are different effects of the number 2 attacks. So with the bow, focused aim actually inflicts breach on the enemy, reducing physical and spell resistance. So it might be worth flipping between the two, where you throw on focused aim with stamina and then throw a bunch of magicka casts at it, which actually reduces their ability to recover health as well. And this also, see, what would really be fun is weaving the attacks, because for 5 seconds after casting Dark Flare, your light and heavy attacks do 40% more damage. So I could theoretically cast Dark Flare and then shoot a bunch of bow arrows until that goes away. Why is this song playing? Is Shuffle not turned on? No, it's Shuffle and Repeat's turned on. It's playing some Aaron Kenny, but let's actually compare the damage. What kind of hybrid penalty are we taking now? So here's the first go through. We had 613 grand, 897,000 grand, but the DPS was lower. So 7,000 versus like just almost, we lost 2,000 DPS, but we could do damage without having to regen for longer. Let's do like until we run out of resources the first time for an even more direct example of this. Switch specs to Cleric.
Remember to move.
All right, respec to Cleric. All right, respec to Cleric, and ready? 3, 2, 1. This is until we run out of resources for the first time. Yeah, so the Final Fantasy thing, I mean, I think they're over-responding to the drama that they're having with the game. They've gotten a lot of people over there that are pretty emotional, as I've run into when I've played that game within the last couple of years. Until we run out of resources, we're getting like click, click, click. Okay, we're done. Save the amount of damage from that. So that much, we did that much damage until we had to stop and go into the regen, which is lower DPS. 9,500 for only 26 seconds of combat until you ran out of magic. Now, blow through 2 resource pools. That probably means damage. It probably means decent DPS for longer, even though the DPS is lower. Let everything get to 100%. We'll do the same thing. We'll keep flipping until we're just like click, click, click for both resources. All right, ready. Could do a sneak attack just to be funny. Ah. Say it, don't spray it. Whatever. Do-da-do-da-da-da. About 33,000 of each resource. We still have to improve some armor as well and work on some plus spell damage on the spell side of things. Let's do this. Ready? Let's go. All right, so first we'll blow out all the bow attacks. It might actually be, you know what would be crazy? It might actually be worth it to rotate attacks, because this bow attack puts a debuff that increases the damage that the monster takes from spells. So bow attack, then cast a bunch of spells, then use another bow attack. Out of stamina, switch to magic. Let the stamina regen a little. Blow through all the magic. Got some stamina. Oh, couldn't switch that. Got some stamina. Couple of crits, too. Out. Back to magic. Come on now. Stamina. Magic. I think we're about to get it. Magic. Stamina. Done. All right. Wait for it to come out of combat here and compare the last 2 fights and what the parses come out to. So it went from 9,000 something DPS to 6,000 something DPS. So a substantial DPS loss, but how much total damage? 251,000 damage, and then about 251,000 total damage versus 372,000 total damage before we ran out of resources. So less DPS, we can keep going on and stuff like that. I play people have been abusing the report system just being on another team. Well, see, that's the thing with the report system. I mean, not all toxicity is angry and overt. Some toxicity is a bit more covert. Why does she keep spinning? Why does she keep carrying the bow like that? She's like swinging it through her head. Like, okay, just put the bow out. Yeah, see, she's like swinging the bow through her head. I'd rather just put that away for now. But here's the thing, though. We can swap out the crafty Alfique for stamina gear. We can swap out the crafty Alfique for stamina gear. She could actually make her own gear if we really wanted to. She has the skills for it. So she can swap all that out. Let's find another stamina set. And then she could have like all stamina, have really low magic, and then we'll just see if the heals still do any decent healing. I imagine you could probably solo with it. I mean, in a really easy dungeon, do you really need a lot of healing power when you can just do a bunch of bow attacks? Which she has the non-poison bow attacks, so they're basically crowd control. So there's Bombard, which immobilizes, and Magnum Shot, which knocks back and stuns. So we have this. That's Silent Partner, right? Yeah, Lonely Nights. This is the other 80s one. The other one is Hollywood High, which I think we should queue up. Is that 30 seconds left? I used to use the Hollywood High theme in the tech videos for, you know, when I was getting started on something else. All right. Why wait? So, ESO crafted sets. What's a good stamina one? We don't need to be really too big on crafted sets. I think Shackle Breaker probably gives a bigger bonus than most of them. It might be more worth it to just go grab Shackle Breaker for extra stamina. But let me just see. Search of all crafted sets. I'm looking at F Extra Life, and I'm getting pop-ups galore. Back out. Let's go ESOsets.com, which would let me sort by... That's too old. There's another one that I saw. Which one was it? The ESO Hub? There's one where I can, like, search for, like, traits and stuff. Search for armor sets. This is as bad as F Extra Life. I'm gonna have to hit mute. There's one of these there's one of these that actually lets me search for specific stamina sets and stuff. So let me just double check this. 1,000 stam, 1,000 stam, 2,000 stam for Deadlands Demolisher, but adds weapon and spell damage. Health set. See, there's a site out there, I forgot which one it was, where you can actually... Elder Scrolls Fandom? No. Let's see here. How about the UASP? Was that it? Yeah, there was a way to search for stamina. I just forgot which one it was. Let's go to ESO sets. Tell you everything about the game, I'm not sure. There's one of these is extremely searchable. Like I can search for which one I actually want. I think it might be ESO Hub. And can I do like stamina or something? No, I can't type stamina in there. Why don't I just look for sets? I think it might have been ESO Hub. There's one of... Yeah, ESO Hub. Set bonuses. Maximum stamina. So I can search for every stam set in the game here. Let's see, you got 1,000. Let's see. We want crafted. How do we just do crafted? Craftable, there we go. So, Daedric Trickery has it, 1,000. Deadlands Demolisher has 2,000 stamina, but it has an emphasis on bash attacks, so I don't want that. Max stamina, Everything's got 1,096. Only Shacklebreaker has 2,000 stamina right off the bat, and we know that's a hybrid set. Okay, I'm at the bottom. We're gonna go make some Shacklebreaker in Morrowind. That will require jewelry, though. Does she have the ability to make... No, that's based on your traits. We got to switch off to good main. Let's go back to the castle. Let's see. Bring that to 85%. That's based on... Well, we just destroyed all that Shacklebreaker stuff before. Ugh. Yeah, because in order to make certain stuff, you need a certain amount of traits researched, and she does not have any traits researched. She can upgrade her gear, but that's the extent of it. She could upgrade her gear, but we gotta have a good man go make some Shacklebreaker. Off to Morrowind. I gotta tell you everything. Shacklebreaker has 2,000. Shacklebreaker has 2,000 stamina, so that's got the biggest stamina boost of anything that's not specialized, so it might actually be better for her. We'll see how that works. Let's make it all medium armor while we're at it, so we can get some more burst and stuff like that. It won't be as good for the spells or anything, but it'll boost the medium armor bonuses all the way up. She wasn't getting very many light armor bonuses anyways. So, let's see. Shacklebreaker, that is Morrowind we're heading to. So, switch on off to the hotel type place. Wouldn't it be nice if we could just make it here, but the only craft stations I have are for fortified brass. So that's the idea. We can also get this guy a third spec. We'll give this guy a third spec as well for stamina. Like what? Breton Stamplar? It's a thing where you can always just change specs. Switch on off to something that's more powerful if you need a more powerful spec, like Magicka on a Breton or Stamina on a Redguard. But there is the ability to play the other resource, you just don't get a bonus for it. Khajiit and Dark Elves are made for hybrid stuff. Khajiit get all three resources and Dark Elves get magic and stamina. So it's a matter of whether you want a health boost as well. Kind of surprised that the Khajiit turned into a jack of trades. We gotta take out that cliff racer thingy. Throw a curveball at that holy magic. Alright, let's head off to Morrowind. Not the Aldrune Way Shrine. We're heading up to the north. Valley of the Wind. UESP. It was ESO-sets.com. Just go to the main menu. You can search for stuff, which is what I was looking for anyways here. Oh, what's this? Fibernet Speed. Need a new quick O-Flick intro to bring back the synthwave one that I had earlier in the year. For the really quick ones where you just show like a title and then go straight to it. All right, where's the clothing station out here? We need clothes and jewelry, and hey, look, a chest. The rewards for coming out here to craft stuff instead of just having all the craft stations inside your player house. Grab that. More maiden shoes. Let's see here. Yeah, right. Let's see. What's this? Oh, that's the carpentry station. I think the clothing station's up there. I was like, where? The wood station. Well, if you're in an area with this much fire, of course you'd want the wood station way off to the side. All right. Medium armor shackle breaker. Medium armor shackle breaker. You always improve all of this. We're low on epic stuff though. So crap. Fortunately, we're only making 2 things here. We gotta go buy some. We gotta do more crafting dailies. Oh, before we make some level 1 stuff by mistake. Champion 160. I keep up the divines thing too because the gear is going to boost mostly stamina, and the divines will boost magicka to bring up the other stats. Plus the bonus is on Breton. So let's see. Shackle breaker bracers. Divines, it'll go up to around 2,000 once we make it epic. So we have bracers, and then we have bracers and belt. Improve both of them to epics. Then we'll put plus stamina on this too. Now, you can always change out some enchants to magic, but these 2 combined I think are equivalent to one of the big ones. We could make something legendary, but this is too experimental. Jewelry station. Almost made it on top of that wall. Yeah, right. Didn't have a chance. This guy kind of reminds me of a paladin version of the Stig on Top Gear. Some say he... No. We do have to set up the 3rd spec for this guy, though. Now, I basically went and I bought 3... Yeah. Oh, we're totally... Well, the point of this specific set of gear is to have a pure stamina gear set to help the stamina side of things for Breton Stamplar. So if we're going this far over onto the stamina side of things, we're shrinking the magicka down to like some token heal type stuff. We might as well go all in. So Shackle Breaker with plus stamina. See, I can make Triune with Dawn Prism, so I think you have to go to Cyrodiil to get those, and that'll actually give you all 3 stats. Let's go with this one. Champion 160. Necklace and 2 rings. All right, improve them. So 2, 4, 6. We can make them into blues if we really wanted to, but I don't feel like getting that. These are experimental, so no. All right, let's go back to the castle and throw some enchants on these things and throw them in the chest. That's all we need. Just throw some plus stamina enchants and weapon damage on the jewelry. So, the Paladin build I was looking at was Hack the Minotaur's Paladin build, which was a hybrid build, which involved using 2-handers and a bow with lots of holy stuff. Some of it's from Adric's Spear, though. I mean, if you want to play like a high elf throwing around some holy spear everywhere, Adric's Spear is cool. But you just want to throw around generic-looking holy magic, Dawn's Wrath looks far more like you're casting divine spells than Adric's Spear does. I think my Stamplar actually... I think my real Stamplar actually is spec for Adric's Spear. The thing is, though, if we're going this far over on stamina, we could probably just respec everything to stamina as well. That's one of the advantages of the armory system, is take different morphs. I still don't get why the doors can't creak when you open them like they do in Morrowind. Oh, cool, refine. Probably should take it. It's 250 now, so it's too late. We'll take everybody out to do some crafting dailies too to get some more money and some more materials. All right, let's go to Denis. Repora, Denis, Rekuta. So for the 2 pieces of armor.
Repora, Denis, Rekuta.
And then it's Tadiri. Sad that I have this all memorized. It's Tadiri for the jewelry.
Repora.
How much do you play ESO? I play ESO enough to memorize the words that are going to be used for the enchantments. I've been playing since 2016, the one Tamriel patch, so I hope I might have learned something over the last few years. Shacklebreaker. Plus stamina. Plus stamina. And then this. Plus weapon damage. Plus weapon damage. Plus weapon damage. Throw it all in the little chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another thing too, to take a break from, I'm talking about the idea of taking a break from streaming, working on some more videos. One of those lovely things you can do on YouTube. I also like watching certain streamers too, and I don't want to miss them. I want to watch some of their streams too, while probably doing more boring stuff like grindy stuff and things like that. So, you know what? While we're over here, let's have some fun. What's on sale here? Got some crowns. No, I can't do that. Outfits, not an outfit slot. We want... Where's the... We forgot to put the general back last time. Well, I have to go manually place him now. If you're tri-specking and stuff like that, that's basically a tank. So you might as well put on heavy armor and start tanking, because you want a mixture of health and resources for blocking, casting spells, crowd control, things like that. And of course your 33,000 Meats Cave. Then of course your 33,000 resistance to cut your damage in half. Alright, so let's have... I just placed him over here so he can look like he's talking to everybody, but you're kind of walking up to the side to talk to him instead of like, hey, I want to change my build. Alright.
Ready to try something new, eh?
Yes, I am. Alright, so we have Paladin and we have Knight. Let's get a third slot for 1,500 crowns. That's why I went shopping for these last night. If you can afford the $24, is actually a discount the more crowns you buy at once, but I prefer to save the expensive stuff for the crown sales when there's even more of a discount. See, the way this crowns thing is that the idea is that you pay the equivalent of buying other video games in an MMO. So, especially with the optional membership, although the membership is awesome. The thing is, I'm on the annual plan, so I basically buy a castle, get a castle for free every year. There's one more castle I want to get, and then I might switch back to the monthly. The problem is that the crowns for that are superbly discounted. Then you get them all at once, but the price goes down to like $10, $11 a month if you know you're going to be playing this game for years. All right. Here's why I'm laughing.
The right armor.
Give me an icon for this. What's a good icon for this sort of thing? Need something big. Arrow in the knee. Sword, that's like Fighters Guild. A spear, something like that. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, let's see. Now I'm officially being a smartass. Yeah, because one gives you a ton of magic, which you can heal with. You can also go around swinging your sword while it's powered up by holy magic, and do everything You know, be a combat healer, the stuff that Blizzard never let paladins do because they could never move forward. They just stood in the back and, like, spamming heals and whatnot. Protection is the tank spec, of course, and then Retribution will be for plus stamina, which will nerf the ability to heal a lot with Templar heals in exchange for more weapon-type damage. Okay, quit being an idiot. Let's make it a little more subtle, like I had it before. So, Paladin, because you know, things are kind of secondary to the holy magic you throw around. Build settings. Set this back to night. Night. And then the DPS with the Stamplar version of this. Let's go with Crusader. Or, because with a priest, it would be like Inquisitor or something. Kind of use some EverQuest terms. Broken sword and whatnot. It's all about swords with that sort of thing. We'll set that up later, though, because right now this guy has no build whatsoever.
Some folks say killing the bears.
So Knight is for tanking. Like, you know, swashbuckly chivalry type stuff. We'll set up the stamina thing later for this guy. We got too much to do with the Zen Archer. All right, let's do this. Set this up with the Zen Archer type thing. Is there a bug in my shoe? I don't know. See, I gotta get some, while they're out of season, I gotta get some more of those sandal type things I've been wearing around the house during the summer. You maybe probably get them while they're cheap when they're on clearance everywhere because it's 20 degrees out because it's nearly wintertime. Fahrenheit for those of you people from overseas. Okie doke. So she's there. She has to go back to the castle or somewhere with player housing in order to get stuff out of that little storage chest. So this is totally going full on stamina as a Breton. Kind of a dumb idea, but we'll try it. I mean, if it does decent DPS, comparable to Cleric, we'll be sure to go with that kind of stuff. Let's see. Who's live on Twitch right now? Could be watching some other folks here. Not ESO streamers, all IRLs. Twitch is muted. Good. Yeah. Oops. Almost clicked over to one. Forza Horizon 5. I would love to play that game, but I've got such a backlog in Forza 4. I never did half the stuff in Forza Horizon 4. Definitely have to do something about that. All right, let's go get that souped up stamina gear, which will finish off. Basically, she'll be all stamina. See what that does to the numbers. Ooh, landed right in the boat. Without going into the water. All right, let's see this here. Landed right in the boat without going in the water. I also have some very cinematic ideas for a video I want to make as well. Let's see. Let's see here. Swap this out. Head off to the Deadlands to test it out. They go up against some of those wandering world bosses that'll randomly take you out if you're not with a group. See, I've been making references to Hellfire Peninsula. That's basically the Fell Reaver we're talking. Oops, I don't need that sword. What even is it anyways? It's a magic. It's just an extra magic sword. Why is it in the chest? None of my other characters need it. Put it in the bank. Shackle Breaker. Better to have something like that in the bank so you can just pull out like an extra sword or something. An extra two-hander, which is an extra Magicka two-hander, by the way.
Speak with me a moment.
Throw that in the bank. We don't need that many extra swords of great swords of Twilight's Embrace. All right. Let's set this up. So now we have a use for Shackle Breaker, Lock. They're enchanted and everything, so Shackle Breaker. Let's make sure the other stuff's locked. And then Shackle Breaker Bracers. So now we are totally get 34,000 stamina. It's gonna get even worse now. Especially getting rid of that crafty Alfiq. 26,000. 26,000 weapon damage, blah, blah, blah. 26,000 magic still, and 38,000 stamina. We can pass 40,000 stamina if we go grab the Tower Mundus Stone, swap the stat that's getting boosted over to stamina. So now we are full on Breton Stamplar. What kind of damage does that mean in terms of hitting this guy? Because we know the Zen Archer build was not very good. We know the Zen Archer build was not very good at hitting 8 grand versus the magic. Some 7s in the mix. Versus 5s. Oh, man. Now we definitely just want to heal. And now we can't even get 10,000 on a non-crit with a basic heal. This is why this turns... Oh, this is horrible. It also doesn't help that we're not getting any of the light armor bonuses, which help with your magicka and stuff like that. Where was she at with the... Where was she at with medium armor? Yeah, she's got everything filled out, so... 14% bonus to crits, so burstier damage. Burstier damage. Stamina abilities are cheaper. Stuff that costs stamina is cheaper now. Stamina recovery is up 28%. Sneak is super cheap. It's a lot harder to detect her, too. And 14% bonuses to weapon and spell damage. So, I mean, Moose Thunderbear would have a ball with this. He's pure stamina. Now, she's playing around with hybrid stuff, but as you can see, it's a stamina build. So we're seeing basically the limitations of playing a Templar as in terms of stamina. We also can go get the stamina weapons out of the bank. Get the stamina weapons out of the bank and swap those in to get even more stamina. And put magicka even the stamina resto staff. Hey, is there an enchant? Truly superb glyph of... I never enchanted that, did I? So make it for like stamina regen and stuff like that. You can make things even more ridiculous. Give her the stamina bow and the stamina restoration staff. Night Silence. So now even she's... Now we're at 40,000. Now we're at 40,000 stamina, and that's without the Mundus boon. So, 89. So this is definitely for like playing by yourself and whatnot, or leveling weapon skills. So now her bow abilities are hitting for 8 grand. Ooh, we got a lead for a Zen Idol. So now her bow abilities are hitting for 8 grand, just like her spells do when she's spec'd in the other direction. So, except we can open with a sneak attack. Except we can open with a sneak attack and hit even harder. I wonder if we can one-shot something with a bow. I mean, you do that as a Nord who actually has a stamina bonus, but doing that as a Breton... We could also go change Mundus boons, too, to get plus stamina from that, which will be boosted even higher by the Divine Sing. She probably can get, like... You know, with Cleric, she gets, like, 45,000... With Cleric, she gets, like, 45,000 magicka. I wonder if we get the stamina up that high as a Breton. The Breton magicka boost is only 2,000 anyway, so it used to be a percentage, but 19 grand, 9 grand non-crit with bow attacks. We haven't even changed Mundus yet, so that's with, you know, stamina stuff. She has some extra magic available for some off heals, but that's really the extent of it. But this isn't really what I had in mind with the Zen Archer. What I had in mind with the Zen Archer was archery that focuses on healing. So the archery is just something you do in between your heals. So we could do everything so that doing archery actually regens your magical, you know. But I have it set where you get magicka and stamina back. Give her some like more toughness. Make it so that the emphasis is on magic. The archery supports her ability to heal with magicka. We just keep the resources together well enough. That's the mage. The Tower Stone is over here for plus stam. I mean, there are more hybrid Mundus stones, like ones that boost your crit across the board and ones that boost your weapon pen across the board. So weapon and spell pen get boosted all at once. Let's get Miri out here, too. You know, let's get Miri out here as well, since we're going to turn her into a full archer with 25,000 magic. Gonna be even
Ready when
less.
you are.
Gonna be even less when we swap Munduses. I'll bet any money she's down around like 20,000 magic
Here
when
comes
that happens.
Stroke of luck I was counting on.
Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. We might as well just have her join the Dark Brotherhood if we're gonna do something like this. Then she gets the Blade of Woe and can one-shot humanoids.
They're coming for us.
Surprise! Immobilize! Wait, what?
Light it up!
Archer versus Archer. 15 grand. Well, the fun part is going as a DPS. Seriously. Heck with hybrid. Breton's doing stuff based on stamina. Oh yeah, we came to actually use the Mundus Stone. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Boing! Jump over the river because we have a max speed mount plus 30% gallop. Seriously, the idea of her going stealth, though, is something else altogether. Oops. AE. Immobilize. Crowd control all the wolves while we just AE them down. A Breton stamina archer with a little bit extra magic for, Well, the fun part is, and this is what's really cool, if we're going to go this far over into stamina, the extended ritual skill boosts with your highest offensive stats. So when you're spec'd for stamina, the consecrate will still hit hard. Yeah, like 6 grand per tick when it crits. This will still heal a lot, and Ritual of Retribution will still do a lot of divine damage type stuff because it scales with your highest offensive stats. So that's where the Redguard Stamplar that I have, that's where that comes in handy. I don't know, as people talk, well, here's the thing. There's a limit of 10 builds for the new armory system. There we go. She now has 43,000 stamina, only 21,000 magic, and heals for like 8,500. It'll take her like 3 heals in order to heal herself. So she's about 2,000 stamina away. So, yeah, yep. She's about 2,000, so she can get 43,000 stamina, but can go in the other direction for magic and get 45,000 magicka. So that's really what the difference is here. But if you spec for everything, you just level the other weapons. They have her dual wield, swing a 2-hander, whatever. And it's like she still throws some Templar heals around. And she has some extra. So that tells me then that...
Praise the aid.
So what do we have for enchants then? Stam. Stam weapon. 2 stam weapons. And stam. Make those even better. Actually, since those complement... And of course you get... Well, here's... Yes. So there's roughly 2,000 magic coming from Shacklebreaker, plus 2,000 magic coming from Breton. So 20, 19, 18, 17, she'd have like 17,000 magic if she didn't have that hybrid set. So she's still above 20,000 magic, largely because of bonuses to Breton and the other stuff. And this is kind of what happens if you take a Breton down the other path. Ooh. Whoops, too late. Immobilize! Oh, they're archers. Stun them then. Yeah, knock them down. Diminishing returns? This is actually fun. She has some extra magic for healing with, too. Heavy sack.
Lucky fetcher. I never seem to find musty grain and spuds.
Zing, 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 zing. See ya! So, not bad if I do say so myself. See if we get the jump on that assassin beetle.
Get back, you fetcher!
Like 20,000 damage on the open. It's even better if you can do it in melee range with a melee weapon.
Nothing wrong with a little opportunistic hunt.
Daily endeavors completed. What are the daily endeavors? It's pretty much need a quick chart thingy type thing to get there. Let's see. Oh, that's antiquities. Scryable. Interesting. There's this. Well, we're looting some stuff. That counts for something. Where is it with a quest journal? Collections? No, isn't it the crown store? No, that's what you can buy with the crown. That's what you can buy with the seals of... Oh, click the endeavors button. All right. So, we need 3 of these. So, decon 5 things at an enchanting table. Kill 5 humanoid Daedra. That'll be easy. And use ultimate abilities 2 times. I wonder if that counts for, like, making stuff. Can you make your own stuff and then decon it and have it count towards the endeavor? Is there a craft station anywhere around here? Oh, that rubidite's sinking into the earth. We better make some use of it. Explore the shipwreck for treasure. There's a bookshelf thingy here. Nothing in it. Is there any treasure in the somewhat sunken ship? Not this time. How about over here? That's right. You can't sprint when you're swimming. Hitting the sprint key, and I'm like, ooh. Well, let's see. No chest on board the ship there. What? Well, yeah. I can imagine there's probably something that spawns on these every so often. What the? Oh, a Nereid. Because we got a world boss over here. Titan Claw. Respec to Battle Priest and try to tank it. She's never completed that before. So it's about 1.8 million for that. Let's take the tank build for a spin.
Take it from an old tusk.
So for Zen Archer, hit save on this. Save that special stamina gear for that. Respec to Battle Priest. Okay. Get Miri on heals. Let's take out that crab. Hope it's not too hard. Let's get Miri on heals and take out the crab. Oh, wait a minute. This is that thing, right? Oh, I think it is. He goes underwater and he burrows into the earth. You got to kill all the little crabs. Oh, wait, no. This is the one. Taunt.
Action may get noticed, but style gets remembered.
All right, ultimate abilities used twice. Get over here, boss. Throw dots on everything. Consecrate the area for passive heals. What? She got one-shotted by the ad. Well then. Throw dots and everything. Well, see if we can just revive her while the falling crabs is what actually caused the problems. Sing!
I hope you're watching.
We're not really doing too much damage, though. That's the problem. Barely get any damage in before the boss goes back underground. Zing! Maybe someone will come along and actually want to
I was feeling that.
consecrate. The ads are what killed her. That's what we gotta do. You gotta make sure the ads stay off of her, too. Or keep the area consecrated so she's constantly getting heal over time. And not getting hit by those dumb things. Alright, we can regen with a damage shield with the frost staff. Don't forget to throw more, do plus spell damage on the buff. 20 grand. 71%. We'll just keep doing heavy attacks at that thing. Make sure to throw dots on everything. Do your worst. This thing does damage shields every time you do a heavy attack. Wait a minute. We did take Destro Staff. We did spec into Destro Staff with this build, right? Destro. We did not. Wait a minute.
Try breaking free.
We'll have to check that afterwards. $13K. Get the boss off of her.
Keep your guard up until you've got your footing.
Take out all these mud crabs. And she got taken out again. Alright. Heck with companions, even when they have heavy armor. %. I'm surprised nobody's randomly showing up and helping down the boss. They must all be in the Deadlands. Quite all right. 51%. See if we can revive her. We gotta set up potions too while we're at it. Now we're kind of running away from where the boss usually is, so let's see, take that out. Make sure we're 10 grand. Make sure the boss is over in the right spot.
Got their attention.
40%. Right, spam that stuff. It'll tick dots either way. Consecrate. Seriously, I have plenty of those try something potions that we could use.
Much better.
27%. I think it's better to spam this stuff. Now we can regen with the resto staff and do consistent damage on whatever we're targeting. One of the bonuses of a resto staff as a regen weapon. Then hit a bunch of stuff with it. Lightning staff would actually have a bonus to AE abilities, like the divine stuff we're throwing around here.
Don't suppose you'll work the knot out of my shoulder while you're at it.
29% to go. Ah, almost hit. Didn't quite hit it. We really should just give up on, you know, some kind of like nuke like that. Be able to throw more plus damage on that. We don't really need a single target nuke as a tank. Just need the ability to throw damage and dots on things and aggro them some more with that. Now go underground. All right, I'll hit your ads and regen with my resto staff if it'll stay operating. 4% left on the boss. All right. So it's too bad that the companions don't seem to activate synergies. 3 grand! Got him!
Mother Morrowind has her eye on you.
All right, let's change up the build. First, let's check Destro Staff. Mudcrab Beach. Nothing in Destro Staff. No wonder that was so hard. I haven't even set up Destro Staff in the tank build. And Destro Staff is absolutely critical. Destro Staff is absolutely critical for tanking this way. Well, let's fix this build then. Stealth. Of course, we'll take out that assassin deal if it comes after us. So, Resto. Anything? Yeah, we have the stuff for Resto too. Oh, nuts.
I really don't like your odds.
We might as well use the Resto Staff because the Destro Staff isn't set up. How did that not go in though? That should be like a no-brainer here. Then we'll just set up. We'll also set up the other stuff. Find civilization somewhere, or go somewhere where there's no monsters. Ancestor Silk. This is Slink, right? Yeah, I can tell by the music or the instruments in play here. Well, nuts. All right, can I set up my Destro Staff? Stealth. Destro. No Destro points for the tank build. That's unacceptable. We might not be using Destro abilities, but we definitely need Trifocus so that we can block with magic instead of stamina. Not using special abilities. Plus attempts for that to add. There we go. Reduces the cost of block and the damage you can block with that sort of set. Now for the number 2. For the number 2 ability, when we're on the Resto Staff, we don't really need a way of nuking the boss because we're not going to hit very hard anyways. It's more critical to be able to taunt. Put Inner Rage on bar number 2. It's more critical to be able to taunt while we're regenning, which somewhat, let's see here. Number 1, set that in for here. That's the same as none of them. Figures. And in this one, none of these are correct. All right, so for Tank Lauren, set action bar number 1 to this and set action bar number 2. Can't even access it. Action bar number 2 to this. So we can set that correctly for the gear. Get the general out here, save the build. Can't believe I didn't have anything. Double check this. I got some points we can assign too. Take that. And then on this side of things, one of those. Back it out. Confirm. Wow. No wonder that was harder than it needed to be. She should be getting Save Battle Priest. There we go. She should be able to taunt even when regenning, and a fully charged heavy attack should cause a damage shield, which is exactly, yeah, there we go. Now we're a bit tougher. Miss. Okay, that works. Oh, we can try some stuff in the Deadlands then.
Don't get too comfortable.
So we're in a position where we can toughen up and solo world bosses, which is what I want for these characters. I want all of them to be able to toughen up. Matter of fact, when running dungeons, I want to go in as in tank mode, so if the tank is some bozo that didn't want to queue, do all the tanking and healing. I mean, with 3 DPS, with 3 people on DPS, then that should equate to more damage, and we finish the dungeon faster anyways. Alright, back to Archer mode. Never took out that crab boss. Never took out that crab boss on this character before, so Wake up. See if any of it. I apologize for people that, well, I don't exactly have the right setup. Oh, cool. People in zone chat are wondering whether Daedra take dumps. Woo! Yeah. Now get Muriel Lendis back out here. We're going to keep testing this out. Hey, Miri! Yo! Take it back to the Deadlands. Let's do the dailies with barely any magicka. I don't know, this might be more fun as a... The thing with Zen Archer, though, is it's supposed to be... Zen Archer is supposed to be a healing build, so with only 21,000 magic.
Off your bones.
Ooh, a cryomancer. Bunch of wizards having a little fight. Whatever. What's this? Saving the World by Aaron Kenny. Save this one for... Let me listen to this one. This sounds like some kind of paladin intro. Increase the max volume for Winamp. Tell me this isn't machinima type stuff waiting to happen. So I hear music like that. And I just want to turn off the face cam and be like some kind of narrator. Forget streaming the normal way, quote unquote. Make it like watching a movie with like an intro and stuff, and then, you know, narrate it like it's some kind of like show or something. Now, that's definitely something I've tossed around before. It definitely would be different than a lot of the streaming that takes place out there where people are like, come watch me play a video game, and they always got to have their face on camera and stuff like that. But now with YouTube, maybe we can get a little more artistic with this stuff. That's awesome. That's Aaron Kenny from the YouTube audio library. It's only 1 minute though, so that would be good for like a trailer or something. Would be good for that Paladin video thing I wanted to make. Set Winamp back to 80, about 85%. Go down to the bottom and come up. Can't we use like arrow keys to lower the volume? Sort of. Right. Play it again. It's Aaron Kenny. It's cinematic music. So... yeah, it's Aaron Kenny. It's supposed to be cinematic music. But that's how I played Morrowind, by the way, is I take, like, overclocked remixes. There, close it. I'd take overclocked remixes, and I'd set things up that way. And it would be like... there we go. I take cinematic overclocked remixes and run around Morrowind as the big hero. Saving the World by Aaron Kenny. Doesn't make any sense now that we're in the Daedra places.
I have a job for you. Yeah, a junior.
If you take on I already.
We're killing the Unmaker for the umpteenth time. I don't think I ever get the... Do I ever get the other world boss? Well, let's go out and try the Breton Stamplar thing. Maybe jump into the DPS queue. Ah! Off to the Deadlands. How about the boss is dead as usual? Waiting for it to respawn. Watch Dune reminded me of Star Wars. Like Tatooine. I swear, I gotta find more of this cinematic stuff. Get more of this cinematic stuff and then, like, turn off the face cam, turn off the Winamp, minimize the UI, and make it look like, you know, some kind of storytelling type thing. That's kind of what I'm doing with these characters anyways. Uh-oh. People going the other way. Not a good sign. I mean, stylistically, it gets my ugly mug off the screen. Stylistically, it would be something totally different than the usual stream setup. No, and something... So... I should make a set of cinematic music only. We kind of have that with Stream Beats Ambient. So let's actually blow this away and load up Stream Beats Ambient. Because that's where the cinematic stuff is. And then it would look something like this. As she approached the lair of the monster, it appears that someone had already taken out the monster before. I can't keep a straight face while doing this. We do know that if we crank up the ambient sound effects and stuff and turn down the combat sounds, we can actually make something that sounds really chill. That by itself would be more different. But then the alerts would be completely wrong. We have to bring back the paladin alerts. Then quiet them down a little. Alright, time to take out the Unmaker. Alright, let's get back to this. Everybody's trying to tag the boss. Everybody's trying to tag the boss like that. Yeah. Yep, and this is what happens when people have been farming the boss for days now since Deadlands came out. Everybody's all ants and pants now. Look at these. Folks just running around, jumping, stuff like that. Ooh! How is... Now there's some style right there. Lysandia, that mage over there, or whatever. Who owns the pumpkin space, huh? $43,000 stamina. So 2,000 attribute difference. A 2,000 attribute difference here. Reload the music. Let's include this. Let's include ambient though with the other the regular stream stuff. I hope I don't end up with too many duplicates. Alright. Welcome to... yeah. Welcome to the dullest part of the day, waiting for the boss to crawl down the cliff. There he is. Should do a world boss timer or something. The problem is today's delve is on the other side of the zone. Gotta go off to the right side this time. False martyrs folly. I might just stop doing the dailies in the Deadlands because it's just the same thing until these stop getting farmed so much. If there was a group of like 3 to 5 people here, it'd be a different story. Here we go. Finally, the event. All right, we gotta take out those guys in order to get the... Here he comes. Oh, so those are different, like, worm bug things. 9 grand, almost 10 grand per bow attack because there's a minor debuff for damage. Oops. The thing rolls around too and dead in like 5 seconds. 75, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Everybody get your loot.
I'm still here.
Actually got some loot this time. Got enough kill credit to actually get some loot. With the stamina build. And that counted as the 5th humanoid Daedra for the daily endeavor.
Off we go.
And 3 of 3 daily endeavors. Check back tomorrow for more daily endeavors. Whatever. Zing. So yeah, Breton's Stamflar, not all that bad actually. But we're losing a crap ton of magic in order to do this. 43,303. So, if we really want to hybrid this up, take some crafty Alfiq rings and convert them over to stamina. Change the traits on them. Change the traits on the crafty Al. We need a whole set of crafty Alfiq rings specifically for hybrid builds, though. So I think I do have those. What does she have right now for crafty Alfiq rings? Because we'd have to make sure that we maintained the proper distinction between the magic ones and the stamina ones. So these are the magic ones that are all spec for arcane, but they represent like 2,000 magic by themselves. Worst comes to worst, change the enchant, but I think I have plenty of crafty Alfiq stuff for that. Let's go do the daily delve with a crap ton of stamina, and then we'll fine-tune the build to be more hybridized. So crafty Alfiq, you get the bonuses and everything, but we'll give stamina. We'll convert the rings with the transmute station or whatever it's called in the Clockwork City. And we'll set that up that way. Could always go farm for some new ones and elsewhere. So she'd have to carry an extra set of crafty Alfiq rings around. Let's see. Might have to be something I have to do for the other characters, though. We're going off the other side of the zone. Get the daily delve done with the crap ton of stamina. Before we go back in the hybrid direction here. What is this? Patrick Patricios. Yeah, I thought so. He has a really good style to him. See, this is set to like 100% for the background stuff, right? Yep, alright, good. Now I got the mixer stuck open. Close! And get hit with a bunch of stuff.
It's tired of walking anyway.
Zing!
You know, my grandmother. And
We really should do the weirdo quest again, just to get that done. Check 1-2 on the audio ducking. Seems good. Alright, we're finding valuables this time. Treasure hunt. Probably get attacked by a couple bugs in the process.
I guess this is a fight now.
We could also, if we really want to hybrid the heck out of everything, we could also put magic enchants on the hulking Draugr. That would mix the numbers up even more. But then, you know, so they have what? 3,000, about 5,000 between them. That's kind of the equivalent of 5 enchants. Crowd control doesn't work. $8,000. See if we can get a jump on this guy. Nope. Line of sight. Immobilize. Get back there. Maybe it's certain kinds of monsters that are immune to certain types of crowd control. Alright, what are we looking for? Not the Unmaker's Horde. We want the other quest. Deadlands. Forgotten grave goods. Look for the valuables. Should be some valuables up here. Should be an arrow that appears when I'm getting close. What's that? Something else. Find the valuables. And try not to get randomly struck by lightning. Or get struck by random lightning. Same difference. Alright, there's a bunch of people that got frozen. Where's the treasure? Over here? Well, it's probably somewhere... Of course! Where I'm not looking. Pearl and Obsidian Hair Comb. Woo! And as predicted, one of the treasures is right next to the boss. Let's see if we can hybrid things up then. Leave Miri alone. I'm gonna have to go back to tank mode. Ugh. Alright. Oh, poison flowers! Up. Storm Atronarch. There it is. I can see through rocks. Yeah, the quest compass, not the best thing in the world. Get the jump on those beetles.
Off with you, twit!
Boing! Next. Oh yeah, we need some magic. We need to let that regen. Well, let's do some spell. It's gonna be crap. We only 21,000. Forgot that part. 5,000. Oh, that is a waste. That's as bad as being a tank. And that blew through barely any magic that's left there. Yeah, this doesn't work with that. Longer distance by track tribe. I found out what song this sounds similar to. Pressure by Riot. Used that as a very good confusion theme in the mid-2010s. 15,000 DPS. Stamina as a Breton. Well, it always helps if the random lightning takes out your enemy.
I don't want to hurt you, but now I'm
Back
going
off! Magnum arrow. That's what the knockback is. Immobilize. You stay over there. Makes me want to... Well, the thing with Moose Thunderbear is he can throw poison on everything because he has a pet bear that can tank. 17 grand. We missed one of the treasures though. Got to go over here for it. Track Tribe longer distance versus Riot Pressure. I think Riot Pressure is actually part of this too, and it'll play as part of the playlist. Bow increased to 40, and this is how you level it up. At least we can use the bow skills though, and not have them hit like noodles. All right, how do we get up to that? How do we get up there then? So there's probably that, what, the hidden passageway that took us up there? Because that's where the treasure's way up there. So I think it was way up top. I think it was way up top. There was a pathway leading off to the side. It's how we went. It's how we got the shard that was in here. So it's up here. Hello. Bam. Alright, get this done. I don't think Deadlands dailies are really worth it, because I mean, what are we gonna have for like, you know, home furnishings and stuff, Daedric stuff, and I don't have an evil castle. There's really no point in doing any of this. Zing! All right. There's the last one. And since we're here, we might as well take out the boss. Unfortunately, everything... Oh yeah, we also have number 4 over there, too. The delve was probably so farmed all to heck that the boss is probably already dead. Well, only one way to find out. So that's the thing. I mean, since everything's based on stamina and stuff, all we do... This is the boss. So where's the 4th piece of treasure? The boss isn't there as usual. Now, let's see. Who is this? Sanua? Dual wield. Melee. Well, we waited for the world boss, and now we're waiting for the delve boss. And here comes some people sprinting. Space fracking? What? And here comes people sprinting through and whatnot. See if we can get a jump on the delve boss by stealthing and an opening on them from behind them. Have to see how they spawn. Except our little wizard over here is probably going to get to him first. See. Get the stamina back for unloading on this darn thing. Oh yeah, it turned into a Spriggan while we're at it, huh? What is that, the Dark Elf dance? Let's see if it is. Got nothing better to do. Dance. Dunmer. Yeah, the Dunmer had this kind of like sway kind of... Whatever. Is that what it is? No, that's something else. We gotta knock it off with these. We gotta knock it off with these Deadlands dailies. They're just too farmed. You just stand around waiting for stuff to respawn. People have to get over there. Oh, I love the new expansion honeymoon thing in order for this to get anywhere. Because look at this. Do I even want to wait around for this boss when I pretty much probably already... Well, no, there's smart RNG, so the more you farm, you know, you will make progression. What you get is random, but it'll bias towards something you don't have yet. Blah, 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 blah. Where's the boss? You know, ZeniMax needs to realize they need to up the respawn timers when everyone's farming the heck out of everything. I mean, we don't need instant respawn timers or anything like that, but seriously now. Blah, 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 blah. This is too much. You can't have a 10-minute respawn on a delve boss. It's going to go down in 2 seconds and be down most of the time. All right, let's take this thing out. Nightblade. Yeah, I thought so. Some hyper Nightblade. Yay! Kin Marcher's cruelty. And look, they're here right in time to stand around waiting like everybody else. Ugh. Just want to jump in a lava pit and respawn by the door. Yeah, teleporting. Spend 100 gold to go back to Fargrave instead of just running. Well, there's always this option. Oh, not enough drop to Lemming. That didn't work. Well, let's keep running then. Plenty of stamina. Quick, nobody's attacking. That lets you use the door quicker. All right, turn these in. I don't think Deadlands dailies really add much to the stream at this point. Everything's farmed all the heck. We might as well just run dungeons. Take this Archer type thing here. So yeah, 43,000 max stamina as a Breton versus 45,000 max Magicka. But let's get to work on those hybrid rings. Continue running this Zen Archer thing into the ground even more. All right, False Martyr's Folly. Head on off to Fargrave. Turn these in. Well, I guess the fun part is with the smart RNG they're using nowadays, daily quest rewards, if you get armor drops and weapon drops and whatnot, those will also progress you faster too. Instead of getting the same old stuff you already have over and over again. Classic MMO RNG frustration.
You there?
Boing!
Hiding from the Dread Lady.
Youch!
You're quickly becoming my glam in the
Zing! Yeah, just walk on the table because those books get in the way otherwise.
Keep moving.
Done. Get out of here. If I want to do dailies, I want to do them in somewhere else. Somewhere. Now let's get to work on that other thing. Deadlands reward. Take that out. Deconning these led them to the catalog, so let's head back. And let's work on the more hybridized stuff here. First person warping. You know, it'd be fun, you know, if you see your character, if you look like down or to the sides in first person mode. So, some action games I remember, like Mirror's Edge had that. Fixes one of the classic first person shooter issues that was getting made fun of in little internet videos, even, you know, back at the start of the millennium. I can't see my feet. What happened to my feet? I think I have that in my YouTube classic classic YouTube playlist. Yay! Home from the Deadlands and waiting for things to respawn. This doesn't sound as good as the chiptune stuff. Is chiptune even loaded on here? Or just have that much synthwave? We'll just add it at the risk of duplicates. Stream beats, chiptune. I think I do have chiptune. I just added a second thing of that as well. The New Order by Aaron Kenny. What's this one sound like? I have to check out this cinematic stuff. Use this for like videos introducing my characters or something. Okay. Alright, so decon. Starting from the smithy station as usual. She can refine stuff too. Before... what? Nothing popped on the screen. She does have all... good. She does have all the crafting skills. That's good. Sell off the vendor stuff first. Whoops.
How may I serve?
Hey, turn the dialogue, the NTAC I must have been trying to make screenshots earlier. Turn the NTAC dialogue back on. Reload. Elder Scrolls Online is not responding. Do you want to close the program? No, wait for it. Darn Skylake. This song reminds me of Pac-Man. Alright. And of course, we've run into the classic ESO bug of reloading the UI inside a house, turns on the ambient sound from outside the house until you go outside the house and back in the house. Got it? Okay. Now that it sounds like we're inside again, as in we don't hear the birds in the trees.
Bargain?
Sell, sell, so sell, sell, sell. Trash. The cloudy stuff can go away too. The helmets, I think I have everyone at full. Gear. Heavy armor, actually. Alright, lock ourselves in the crafting room. Well, not really. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. Stuff should be like, shh, because I'm adding it to the... Yep, good, we are getting stuff. Good. Ruby Ash. Why is it... oh, there it is. A little delayed on that there. Some upgrade materials which come from refining things. So if I need a bunch of upgrade materials, blow a bunch of money on buying a bunch of unrefined materials from people's guild traders. Oh, I like this one. Yeah, I used this in a couple of, used this in some tech videos earlier in the year. We got something. See, you always get stuff with the smart RNG that's in there now. So, I bet the Hexus Ward ring is something I don't have yet. Because you don't get duplicates until you have everything. Zing! ESO! ESO! Okay. Hey, we can do writs while we're at it. Heading out to literally any of the towns that let you do crafting writs, which is everything except Deadlands. Let's see here. We have to go to the Clockwork City anyway, so you might as well stop in Leowin and get the crafting stuff over with. Hey, we got some points. A warfare point. Zing! Get to work on the other side of the caster tree thingy here. The general's not still outside by the ogre, right? Or the ogrim. Here, a few more arrows to the knee for our favorite target dummy that's going to get replaced by a centurion. That's just cruel. What did that Daedra ever do to you? I might be making Chrono Trigger jokes when I gain the ability to make target centurions. References to Gato the robot. My name is Gato. I have metal joints. Beat me up and earn 10 silver points. Alright, get out of here. See if anybody's saying any weird stuff in Discord while things are loading. No, it's just that the settings for streaming still aren't working right half the time when I run ESO. General chat, how about stream updates? It's November 8th. Oh, that's right. Yeah, so Vindalia has bumped her Monday stream into Tuesday. Some little pains here and there. So we'll probably take tomorrow off then and check out her stream, because I gotta be much fun as it is playing this stuff with ESO. It's fun to watch other people and be a productive member of this ecosystem and stuff like that. Could tag along as well. But she just does random stuff like this too. Well, I think I'm a little more organized because I basically have an end goal in mind instead of running around like doing random stuff. Playing with me, it always messes it up. Let's see here. Let's go to Leowin. Get the dailies over with for crafting, because we need the money. We've been blowing money on all these stupid builds.
Say we try some of the local fare?
I'm sure that's intended too. Nice gold sink.
Guild requests
And a way to get people to buy crowns. Alright, let's do this. And if we switch off to Goodmain, we'll do the writs with him too.
There's an urgent task for you.
Ah, it's time to eat! Yeah, just randomly eat something in the middle of town because you have like a plate of food. Ah, because video games. Get that done. Hey, we can repair the armor over here too with the red guard.
With the war of...
Zing! I didn't even look at how much that cost. Rewind the replay and do play-by-play in order to find out how much gold I just blew. Not that it matters anyways. We're blowing everything on respecs. That's another thing we could do too is if you want to redo something. Oops. I'm supposed to make a dagger and I deconned it and I remade it. Don't decon while doing daily craft writs. Boing! Alright. I see there's still people in Leowin, but Leowin's kind of the next door neighbor. It's the Blackwood next door neighbor of the Deadlands. Alright, and what the? Hey, look, a bikini wizard, or whatever that's supposed to be. Stamina. There we go. What class? Oh, look, a Templar. Christmas, okay? Considering all the Swiss Miss jokes in a Vindalia stream the other night, I probably shouldn't make any more bad jokes along those lines. Someone killed the blue guy again. He always gets in the way when you're trying to do dailies. Seriously, Zenimax, patch him away from the drop-off point. Otherwise, Dark Brotherhood people are just going to keep getting, like, free marks to the guy.
You there. The Ivory Brigade has need of you.
Oh, you mean the main quest of the stuff I just did before going off to the Deadlands? Whatever. See, we do want to decon and sell whatever we can out of these. Let's see if we have any survey maps, too. Oh, look, an Argonian with, like, bright orange.
To be honest,
I wonder if that's supposed to be some kind of reference to something. There actually are cosplayers in ESO that are trying to look like something from another game. Now that's supposed to be like Halo or something. Nope. Check all the stations where we usually can decon things. Like here. See ya! That's right, you can mount over here. That's right. Hey, did we do the... I don't think we had to cook anything. She makes extra portions when she cooks. Yeah. Cozy Snail? Interesting name. And decon. We're done with the daily endeavors, so this doesn't matter anymore. Clockwork City.
There's an urgent task for you.
We'll have the banker and whatnot. See, we have plenty of crafty Alfiq stuff. Could always go farm more northern elsewhere. Off to the Clockwork City. Let's see this. Head off to Clockwork City and let's see if we should have the crystals from running dungeons to be able to change things. Just get a set of crafty Alfiq stuff that boosts stamina.
Bustle of cities, but I come from a big family.
Crafty Alfiq is Magicka. The default trait is probably Arcane for plus magic. So we're screwing up things in order to get this to work. All right. Sorry, Miri. We need the banker.
Hello there.
Okay. Jewelry. We have all blues. Blech. Well, this is gonna suck. Of course, we can upgrade some of these to blues. Why not? Go to a jewelry station. There's one in this. Let's upgrade these things to blues before we change them over to robust. Where's a jewelry station in here? This is like a giant craft house. That's carpentry. That's carpentry. That's the transmute station. That's what we're looking for. Food. Merchant. Go up to floor 2. Should be a jewelry station up here somewhere. Here it is. Upgrade. So we've got enough materials to upgrade 3 things, actually. So crafty Alfiq up to blue. It's locked. Confirm. We're short on upgrade materials. Well, let's take it to epic. Okay, let's mod some stuff here. It's time to mod some stuff. Down to the transmute machine. Okay, transmute. Jewelry. Oh, man. How much we need to know how to do jewelry crafting. Okay, Goodmane's turn. Where's the banker? Put all those blues back in the bank then.
May I be of service?
The ones that aren't flickering are not part of a set yet. We'll put these back in the bank. Get Goodmane out here. You need to be able to make stuff in order for this to work. Plus have him do his crafting dailies. Hey, look, more crafting materials. Zing! We'll get his crafting dailies done too. You have to know how to, again, you have to know how to make traits and stuff in order to do all this other, yeah, you have to know how to make jewelry in order to switch it over. And this guy's not even 100% on that yet. Could set up the Retribution Paladin build too, but we'll save that for later. Set builds a regular paladin.
Try something new.
Let's go. Leo in for dailies. And Clockwork City for everything else. Let me check the last stream. Is there any credit turning up for any of these? Certainly loud enough in the headset. Is there any credit that's turning up for any of these recent streams for music? I forgot to turn on the red dot. That's not good. 8th impressions. Go back to 7th impressions, see if something showed up. Yeah, here we go. RKVC, Sugar Zone by Silent Partner, Unstoppable by... There's a crap ton of stuff. Accidents Will Happen by Silent Partner. Good. Because I want some of these... I guess there's a limit on how many songs get credited, but YTEL songs get auto-detected by Content ID and then listed in the drop-down menu when the stream or the video finishes processing. Oh, there's guild activity in the new Tiri and V guild. Let me see what they're up to. If they need someone to run something, I'll go run a dungeon with them. What were you after, if I may ask? I didn't catch the beginning of the conversation. One of the sad parts of doing something like this is nobody's organizing dungeon groups. 2 mounts for 100 gems. Alright, let's get the dailies done. And then let's go do some transmuting in the Clockwork City. Navarre? There's 2 mounts for 100 crown gems? Interesting. So what I'll do for the Final Fantasy discussion is not use any, not give it a tweet or anything. It's just kind of an administrative update anyways. Let Final Fantasy worry about its own problems, of which it has many. Alright, do we have to make any potions? Nope. We don't have to cook anything either, I'm guessing. Nope. Alright. I bet the blue guys respawn and some assassin's gonna kill them again.
Wow, you don't come to those too often.
Yeah, the blue guy is dead again. Alright, off to the Clockwork City. After one last trip to decon, sell anything else. Alright, decon, sell other stuff here.
For a place called Blackwood.
Blah, blah, blah. Tell me the story later. Oops. That's not actually... No, that's not custom made. So we can't use that for... We can't use that for writs if it's not custom made. Essence of Ravage Health. Ravage Health. Already know that. Already know that. Already know that. Just decon everything else. We got some surveys out of the deal. We'll do those off stream. Decon and refine. Then head off to the Clockwork City. Work on that hybrid jewelry. As we continue, this Zen Archer thing is just not going to go away. I already gave up on it twice, but got the idea to do it again twice. So happy WoW added a cat mount. It's bloody adorable. Yeah, but I mean, is that really enough of a reason to start playing that game again? That they have like a flying cat or something? By the way, Final Fantasy had a flying cat too for Heaven's Ward. It was a non-combat pet though. Drinks and drinks and drinks and drinks. See this? This mouse has a bit of a problem similar to its ancestors where one click gets treated as 2 clicks and double click gets treated as 4 clicks. How do you have this same problem over mice spanning like 20 years? Alright, those 2 blue arrows are the Leowin dailies. Everything's good. Head on off to Clockwork City and make that hybrid jewelry. See if we have the transmute crystals to do it.
I need a break.
May I be of service?
I should turn the heat up. Let's see. 130,000 in the bank. Alright, let's see what we got here. The crafty Alfiq, this stuff. Amulet, 2 rings. They have a mixture of enchantments, so we can change the enchants on that. Transmute. We want to transmute this physical resistance to the ones that aren't in any sets. That'd be the blues. All right, we want this over to robust. 126. We don't have enough. We got to run more dungeons. We got to send 3 people. We got to. It's 50. Yeah, it's 50 transmutes to switch everything over. You have 126. You get 10 per day. We got to have 3 people do daily dungeons. We have to have 3 people do daily dungeons in order to. All right, let's go paladin and heal some stuff then. 71. Take that out. Just spend all our points. We need 3 people. Is one done yet? We need 3 people. Or 3 people to do daily. To do the daily dungeon. We need 3 people to do the daily dungeon in order to get the amount of transmute crystals required in order to transmute all 3 of those. So send all 3 of them and we'll do magic builds for all of them. We'll stick to what we know. Group save as paladin. Give me the armory guy.
You're good.
Save paladin and we'll just go as this and just go heal. What are we set to? I think shock it in by default, so heavy armor. We could do light armor. Let's go with heavy just for the heck of it. Group. Dungeon. Set as healer. Random normal. Go. We'll stay planted in the Clockwork City. Ready to have some fun. Murielendis. Hey, do we have a potion that we could use?
I could go for a bit of excitement.
Crown Fort. We have poisons.
What is it?
Tight Fist. Give me a stack of potions. We have so many of those crown crown potions to use up. Crown Tri-Resto potions. Give me a stack of 200. There we go. put those on the quick bar while we're waiting. Crown, try resto potions. Put it in spot number 6. All right, let's do this. Maybe we should go in as a tank. Nothing's loading. That's a plan anyway. If the tank's total garbage, we'll just change builds. That's why we'll have this guy available.
So much to do.
We should just go in as a tank. Problem is I'll get a DLC dungeon and I have no idea what the mechanics are. We're in.
Does he ever come out?
He concerns
As soon as the DPS wakes up, we'll stay here in the Clockwork City.
But shouldn't he help look after the city he created?
In silence, we are given mysteries.
1 DPS is the only reason I'm not in the dungeon right now. Someone fell asleep waiting for their cue. What a pity.
Well, I guess he would be pretty busy being a god and all.
Come on. Hit the button. See, the stupid part is yeah. Didn't hit the button in time. See, there are add-ons that auto-accept invites like that. So, yep, there we go. Direfrost Keep. Actually, I could use some loot from here. There's one of the sets in Direfrost Keep I'm actually looking for here. All right, let's see if the tank has any health. Otherwise, I'm tempted to switch to a tank myself. No, we have a tank. We have someone with 37 grand. Good.
I am Eberic Direfrost of Fog.
Did I ever finish the quest for this?
In the record vaults of Windhelm, I discovered that
Scars, Lothros, there's the tank.
Heir of Direfrost Keep, a vast castle that my family funded through
Hopefully that's a frost staff, but 40,000 health, that's pretty good. We'll start everything. Paladin time! If it wasn't for DMCA, I'd be playing some Hammerfall right now. I just gotta set everything. Oh, we got someone with poison arrows on their bow. Should be an easy dungeon then. Oh yeah, we have a real tank. This will be a breeze. See, and you don't have to totally not do any damage. When you have 3 DPS because the healer's jumping in on the fights, then it's just a total breeze. This is a warden too, so bam. Every healer out there is probably spec to do at least a decent amount of damage. So, as long as you're not using the wrong resource. There's really no reason why every dungeon run can't be all nice like this. Nobody's even taking any damage. Most of these folks probably have heals anyways. Even the bow person. If they do any PvP, they've got the vigor heal so they can heal with their stamina. Kill all the Draugr. I wonder if this is where Rattle Cage comes from. Could be a different dungeon. There was something in Direfrost Keep that I was trying to collect, and before the new RNG system, something kept not dropping for me. So, maybe I should do more dungeons. Consecrate! People need heals. And I don't want to cast any real ones. Yeah. Consecrate. Swing the lance. Oh yeah, there was a quest to kill all the bosses here. I just never finished it.
This is the Direfrost flame I read about in Windhelm. Legend has
I think
it
one of
can
these
contact my
bosses, or
ancestors
there was
by
some
light.
mechanic that made a boss unsoloable. Consecrate. Tib Singular. Okay, what kind of name is that? I don't know. Well, some of these folks have RP type names. Surprised nobody's sending like a direct message like, hey, your armor's cool. I'm gonna make a paladin now. That's more of a thing I run into on the Lucky Ghost Discord. Swing the lance. Take out all the trash. Zing! Follow the DPS. It's quite alright. I can always start tanking if need be. So the fun part with two-handers is two-handers cleave on everything. So two-handers are really good for trash. Of course, having the boost to light attack damage. Come down here. Another boss.
Gate to the crypt is
Smite, smite, smite.
opened by the pair of pressure plates here. And me with no
What?
companion.
Someone took damage. Probably DPS. 10 grand crits. Boost spell damage. Throw down a consecrate for more heals. But I need to grab the resto staff and throw more hots on people. Yeah, the whole paladin thing kind of reminds me of druids. So we have that. Super easy clear. Let's regen some magic. Should be close to full by the next boss fight. Plus, we can heal on the run. What I say? Next. Obviously, that tank has all of the sprint boosts. Oh, wait, that's not the tank. The tank's way back here. That's a DPS that's running way ahead of the group. Don't get one shot now. It's a non-DLC dungeon, so if you find a way to do that, there's definitely something weird going on. Alright, we're going to wake up these guys.
The mistress will delight in a new slave.
Should probably switch to a different armor type. The spells work better with light or medium armor.
98.
Well, for a fast clear,
Myself again.
At last. But the
medium armor, shock it in. Now everything's going to hit harder. Where'd everybody go? Up the side? Medium armor, shock it in. Since we're not doing a DPS dungeon. What? 3 grand? Now we're in the right stuff. Actually, light armor might be better. Plus offensive pen. All right. $12 grand on an instant attack. We can swing the sword though for 13 grand on a crit. This will be easy. Plunk, 19 grand, non-crit. See ya. All right, that takes care of Ice Heart. So the fun part about this is the smart RNG will give you more stuff in tier sets and stuff, or dungeon sets. Just run the dungeons. Make sure you want to run your dailies more often. 35,000 DPS on all that trash. Nobody's taking any damage. Switch off to light armor. Now we got a ton of magic, especially regen.
frozen souls will haunt this place forever.
5,500. 9,100. Where'd she go? All right. Oh, wow. I took a hit. Oops. Plenty of magic to heal with. Consecrate. Activity complete.
It's frosty as the edge of Skyrim up here.
That was one of my undaunted pledges. So now we got to go. Yep, let's go off to Gardner House now to turn that in. Hey, people are leaving the group already. All right, let's go to Gardner House in Caldera. No, Wayrest. Getting my games mixed up. FXW something something, whatever. As long as the name's not XQC or anything. They are interesting. All right. Let me remind myself of the big fish in a small pond status of all of this. Only one streaming in the category on YouTube. I have this cornered. Too bad nobody's watching. And that's the kind of chicken egg thing that YouTube needs to figure out with streaming. So now we gotta do this with 2 more characters. The problem is they've all been respec'd, so we can't do this on stream without setting up another character. Nuts. Well then, we've just been stymied that way, so... right, take Lauren in as a healer, spec her back to cleric. Thank you for group. The Undaunted place, that's where we're going. Outside of town. Yeah, so we can't do the transmuting. We don't have enough transmute crystals to convert all 3 rings. So, 3 people need to run. We gotta set up another character. Lady Elena Hawkford, the Elsa clone. Healing with frost magic or something.
I expected your frozen corpse would decorate a diet. Instead of singing the... Your wit and wisdom deserve nothing.
Another transmute geode and an undaunted key.
I live by it.
Can I just get more transmutation geodes?
Next time you walk through a tomb...
Grab another pledge.
Celine.
Celine's web. Keep some undaunted pledges there. The transmute geode only has 1, though. Yeah, it only has 1. It's not like the other one. What can we do with the undaunted keys?
Does the thought of the creature...
So we can actually buy... We can use our undaunted keys to buy additional sets, and the random RNG will actually help us with that. So we have City of Ash, Crypto Hearts. Well, what was I trying to get from? Where's Rattle Cage from? That's the set that I was actually trying to collect. Rattle Cage ESO is based out of Vaults of Madness. Do any of these undaunted people sell Vaults of Madness stuff? Let's see, not that one.
Look, you wanted something to do.
Nope. Ball Girl does delves anyways.
Afraid that the ancient...
Wayrest Sewers, Elden Hollow, Spindle Clutch. Nope. Is there anybody else? Oh yeah, this guy, Pledge Master.
Nothing like a good pledge ticket.
Flames of Ambition, Dragon Bones, Harrowstorm, Horns of the Reach, Imperial City, Scalebreaker, Shadows of the Hist, Waking Flame, Wolf Hunter, or Wrathstone, or Grundwolf Shoulder for 50. Mystery Coffer for pretty much anything. Dragon Bones, Flames of... This is all DLC gear. Is there any DLC gear I'm trying to collect? We're going to buy a whole bunch of mystery coffers to fill... We never tried hard for the... Let's get a bunch of them. Buy 30 of those and open them all up. See if we get a whole bunch of set pieces. And hope the constructive RNG works to our favor. Encratis Behemoth Arm Cops. More stuff to decon out of the collection. Grundwolf Epaulets. Crit. That's an. This is every time you crit, this is a 2-piece one. Every time you crit, so you'd have to have your weapon as part of the. So 5, 5, and 2 here. So every time you crit, you gain 6,000. Every 5 seconds, you gain 600 something of your main resource and 300 something of your other resource. That I've actually seen some people making build videos about. All right, let's get away from here because a lot of people duel outside the Undaunted place. So don't have someone be like, duel me. All right, let's head over here. Let's head into the church. There we go. Fitting that a paladin is opening a bunch of loot boxes inside the Temple of the Divines. Well, now that we have basically no room, I don't think the guy in here preaches stuff. But there are some assassins that come in and kill all the clergy. Jerks. What did those clergy ever do to you? Pray for you or something? Yeah, see? Kjalnar's Nightmare. Ah, I'm getting all Grundwolf stuff. Oh, these are all 2 pieces. So it's not the same as the loot, huh? Dealing flame damage grants you Behemoth's Aura, which reduces flame damage taken. And the enemies take more. Valorg Pauldrons. This is actually really good. Harmony. The Harmony trait for necklaces, I don't think my guy knows yet. Let's go to the jewelry station after. Oh, we got a whole bunch of duplicates because we're style page for the Grundwolf shoulder. Stonekeeper's Pauldrons. We're getting all the shoulder pieces now. All of that Undaunted stuff that comes in 2 pieces. What's the other one then? It's all shoulder pieces. Well, we'll get a whole bunch of stuff to put in another Grundwolf shoulder. So we've already gotten everything. We shouldn't have bought so many of these. We got 50 bazillion duplicates because we've already gotten through the whole loot table. Well, let's go decon all this and take the ring and learn the ring at a jewelry station. Well, this is garbage. He gave some soul gems out of the deal, but all right. So we have a whole bunch of shoulder pieces now. Well, that catches me up on shoulder pieces for the Undaunted. I never work shoulder pieces into... I never actually work shoulder pieces in any of my setups yet because I'm using all crafted stuff. If I ever wanted to, I would just have to swap out something else. Well, why don't we check out one of those? How does the shoulder things work now that we have a bazillion of them? So one item just gives you weapon and spell damage. What's the other one of these? Where do you get those from? I don't really do Undaunted gear all that much. Well, then let's go somewhere and decon everything and do all the crafting and all that other fun stuff. Not outside the house. Go inside. Let's see. Well, that gave us a crap ton of duplicates to deconstruct. We'll hopefully get a bunch of purple upgrade materials out of this. Wasted all those Undaunted keys. Of course, I have Undaunted pledges anyways for that kind of thing. Well, you might as well pick up Undaunted pledges on the other characters too, and then just get to them whenever. So that's what we'll do. Panther Fang. Leowin. I don't think we have very much in terms of vendor trash.
Yes?
Oh, look at this. We do have a lot of vendor trash. And some lag to boot. Cloudy potions. So 13 thou. Well, let's decon everything then. Set Lauren to cleric and go heal something. Watch, we'll probably get a tank that doesn't have any tank gear this time. Shard of Ice Heart. What was that? This is like fire. This is like flame and frost stuff. Interesting. Ice furnace. Yeah, we're getting some upgrade materials out of the deal. Ice furnace. Ice furnace. You'll probably keep seeing that I'm getting stuff because that's what the constructive or whatever it is. That's what the RNG is supposed to do. Stonekeeper, Symphony of Blades. So many duplicates. What's that Magicka furnace one? I think that might be one I was looking for. Yeah, armor plus magic plus weapon and spell damage. It's light armor, though. So if you take damage when you're under 50% magic restore, 7,000 magic once every 30 seconds. Nice little regen proc there. I'm just curious how many people who get stuffy with loot and like, if any, please trade me your loot. Realize how this new system's gonna work.
How can I help you?
How can I help you? All right, let's put this in here. Another 10,000 gets back up to 140,000 gold just from running that kind of stuff. All right, so you got to do 3 characters in order to get all the. Can we run 3 dungeons that quickly? I'll probably get DLC next go around. Yar! Zero luck as usual. Probably 0 luck as usual. Let's do this. First 3 characters then. Except Elena's not even. No, we can't do it. Elena doesn't have any specs. Everybody got their champion points respect. Everybody got their champion points respect, so this won't work as well as. Might just want to wait a day and then just do it daily on one of these 2. So Zen Archer, swap back to cleric. Swap back to cleric and go heal, or swap over to battle priest and tank. So let's see.
Talent's fine.
Swap in cleric. Just make sure she actually has everything set up correctly. Some points to put in some spots here. Side 2. This. Right, queue up. Now we're getting too much chiptune. Q random normal. That'll be 2 out of 3. Plus heal. Watch it be like, watch it be someone with like 18,000 health now. 41,000. She doesn't have the right Mundus boon now, so she has plus stamina. Whoops. Get out of the queue. We'll blow 100 gold. We'll blow 100 gold here. Map.
Well,
for a quick respec. What? Load. That's the mage. 130 gold. Blow 100 gold to set that back to set the Mundus boon, and also grab potions too in case they get any tough fights. All right, get the mage back in as the Mundus boon. We still have the tower for extra stamina. $43 up to nearly 45 thou. Up to nearly 45,000. Tithys and Dromo.
Speak with me a moment.
Default should be set to light armor for more healing type stuff. And let's see, what did we want from this guy? Potions. Those 50 bazillion crown potions that I can never use up. Well, let's blow through them. Crown, try resto, and right here. Do sugar skulls, even. Right, requeue. Sigic thing. Go grab whatever's in there. Ring of the Storm Knight. Do I have that yet? See if we can find somewhere to decon that before the queue pops. Probably won't happen.
Halt! Go no further till you've spoken with me.
Stormhaven.
Yeah.
Considering there was a bit of a wait to get in for healing, that's the Mage Guild. We want to go to the other place. See, up to the stairs. Shackle Breaker. Ring of the Storm Knight. Lock those three. So we're using them for something. Nah, it's a duplicate. Guess we already got the loot table for all of that. How are we not in a dungeon yet? See a healer queue. You can always go in the tank queue. A bigger mystery is why we're losing frames in Wayrest, of all places.
Comrade, a word.
This is bad. Let's get out of here.
What is it?
Since we are in Wayrest, we can go pick up the Undaunted pledges if we get there in time. It'll probably pop now that I brought that up. This is getting as bad as the DPS queue. Hey, look, people dueling. Clear it? Yeah, pledges, pledges, pledges. Gimme.
Kalestig the axe.
Celine's Web. We'll probably have a greater chance of getting some more. We'll probably have a greater chance of getting the daily pledge.
From the north, and our that's not all.
All right, so there's the daily delve. Daily delve, daily dungeon. Get away from the Undaunted place. Give and take in Shadowfen. Here we go. Watch, it'll be a DLC dungeon now.
The Midnight Union kidnapped my wife.
One DPS woke up. Two DPS woke up. Hey, Darkshade Caverns. Don't know if I need anything from here. All right, let's do this. Quama Mine. I remember this was pretty straightforward. Oh, yeah, another real tank. What's the occasion? All the tanks are doing stuff. That's weak, though, for that spell.
Secure the mine and kill these interlopers.
Set it ablaze!
$3 grand? Check the gear. Am I sure I'm not in tank mode? Light armor. She's wearing the light armor.
Light it up!
Must be because of the resto staff. Get the spell damage boost from the two-hander. Hence the cleric reference. Could change that to a hammer, too.
I need...
Oh, look, some people are actually taking damage.
Think you could make fools of us, Sadri? Get it!
Just fight the animals too. Oh man. Keep getting the characters mixed up. Back here, a little bit of a fight going on. All right. Hey, look, a boss, only 314,000 health. Weak. So weak. This is going to be real easy. If these necromancers can stop making their things come out of the ground. Sabatons of truth. Getting skill lag on using skills. Stop killing all the Kwama. That's how these people make their money. No love for the Dark Elves.
I'll stay here and supervise.
Yeah, 2 necromancers. One of them's the tank. We're probably going to see a lot of things come out of the ground. What? Why would a cleric be running with 2 necromancers? I don't know. Zing! Then again, why would a cleric look like they get their wardrobe from Abercrombie and Fitch? Or Old Navy or whatever.
This mine belongs to House Celos.
1.5 million. Alright, let's actually throw some nukes on the boss. 19 grand. Oh no, the boss is tickling the DPS. So terrible. Might have to throw a heal over time. 20 grand. Regen. No. Potion. Zing! There we go. Throw some hots and throw stuff on the boss. That's right, we do have potions to use up. Crown, so many crown potions. All my characters can use them. Then Goodman can make some spell potions that have multiple effects on them.
So you believe there was gold in here? Fools.
Oh, look, someone's doing the quest.
Turva Saj, drop those weapons, murderer.
Ah, Navina. I suspected you were smarter than your father.
You'll pay for this, Sadri.
Well, you'll have to catch me first.
By the Beck, no!
Some folks are doing the quest. Give them some time. I mean, they gotta experience the lore before they go barreling off. Vulnerability cooldown? Why is that popping up on the screen? Get rid of that. Vulnerability cooldown. Must be an old boss mechanic that was left on. What even does that mean? Testing magma. Okay. Oh yeah, I remember this place. This has the blue part and this stuff like that. Why is that still on the reload? Reload UI. It's a non-DLC dungeon, so it won't be an issue there. Probably some kind of combat alert. I don't want that on the screen, though. It's not anything that's relevant, especially when we're running non-DLC content. Come on, how does it long take to reload? Might just turn the add-on off. Go? They're probably 3 trash fights ahead by now. No, it's still there. Why is that showing up there? See, you're already into boss number 2. Oh, hold on. These people might do only half the dungeon by mistake. Turn off the code combat alerts. I think that's what half the problem is. I don't want that on the screen. None of this matters. It's too easy. Add-ons. Codes combat alerts. Turn off. Load. Now I gotta wait for another reload. They'll probably take out all the trash and get to the next boss by the time it finishes loading. Codes combat. Not useful for codes combat alerts. You'll have to modify that later to not put stupid stuff on the screen like that. Oh, maybe if we were at level or... Unless Zenimax buffs up... No, that still did it. Alright, we'll have to turn off the... Perfect pixel or whatever it is. Why the hell is that on the screen? Get that off of there. 97%. Yeah, here's the next boss. Completely irrelevant. That's it. Settings. Custom scale UI. Shrink the hell out of it. There we go. Now I don't have stuff jutting into my screen as much. Hey, look, the boss. Whoops. Are people getting tickled by the boss? $20 grand. Well, throw some hots. We're due to throw a few hots on everybody anyways. Regen. Your group needs orbs.
You want me? Come and get me.
Zing! Except they didn't clear the dungeon. This dungeon has a bit of a problem. Yeah, we might have to change builds. This dungeon has a bit of a problem where it's easy to skip half the bosses in the dungeon and then get activity complete when you're not really complete. Like the cutting spear over here. The tank's not even over here, is he? I only see 3 people. Solus, and these are the DPS. Equip tank gear. Equip tank gear and 26,000. Yeah, it's pretty easy to miss a boss that way. Ah, there's no weapons. There's no weapons on here because the Zen Archer thing. I gotta redo that later. Thank you for group. We got all the bosses, right? Alright, let's go off and decon that stuff. See if everything lights up like it's supposed to. Back to the castle. Yeah, turn off that stupid vulnerability thing. I'm sure there's at harder difficulty levels that matters more, but it doesn't on the regular dungeons. I don't need anything on the screen that doesn't absolutely have to be there. It kind of impedes the usefulness of... everything. Let's see. Group. I gotta look up that vulnerability cooldown and see what puts it on the screen like that. We could always go into the editor and apply a blur too if we don't want to put like names on there or something. Of course, there are ESO streamers on Twitch that have a major problem with that. So decon everything. Crit stamina damage. and a bonus if you attack something is off balance. There's a crafted set that does something similar to that.
Here's a bargain.
Over 10,000. Good. Wood station. Physical and bleed. Shock damage. Netch's touch might be good for a sorcerer. Take that out. And then this. There's this. So we're short by 3. Do 3 more dungeons so we can do another daily on another character. The problem is we've run out of characters because none of the others are spec'd. Right. Because none of the other characters are set up correct. None of the other characters are set up correctly. Including the number 3. Elena Hawkford. Yeah, I've been having some fun with this stylistic stuff with the, with this costume. She probably has no skill points though. Has a build, but no skill points, because that had all had to be redone. Let's do a generic Magicka build for that. The armory guy is completely useless. So the dailies reset at 2. The dailies reset at 2. Yeah, we got to respec everything. Does she even have a build setup? I don't think she does. But we'll set something up right now for build number 1.
We win our battles before they start, right?
Okay. Build settings. See what would go well with this. Yep, there we go. As if that's not enough of a giveaway. Save over everything she currently has right now. What's she set to? Light? Yeah, frostbite gear. Frostbite gear, crafty Alfique, magic, and other stuff like that. She also has a back staff, though, for druid abilities. Druid type abilities. That's why she maintains the Hawkford name, despite throwing around a lot of spells. Alright, let's set this up here. So she's made for magic, first off. Magic plus spell damage. Magic plus spell damage. Crit plus crit. Plus crit damage plus crit healing. And put some spell damage. Put some spell damage on those ice spells that she definitely the ice spells in the game are not actually meant to be used as DPS spells. So she needs all the help that she can get. Offensive pen, increased chance to freeze things, and then weapon 100 weapon and spell damage back out. So we have that full. That's already spec'd, so there's not much left to do with anything else here except have a little fun. Plus healing, and then 10% not enough points. There's something else you want to put this in? What's this? It's direct damage, heals for 7% of the damage done. It's always to you, though. It's not a way to do passive healing. Come in here. Let's back out. Let's back off on some of this then. Well, 60% increased chance to freeze things. That comes in handy for her, so unfortunately we have to do it this way then. Some extra healing and get to work on the damage reduction for that. Red tree. Got a little extra health. She can always switch into tank mode too. She actually has a tank set. Plus armor for toughness. Plus regeneration. come in on sprint. Movement speed while sprinting is faster. Plus health. Plus 300 magic per stage. On this side, roll dodge. No, let's see here. Come in and plus block. Plus block. Damage that's blockable. Damage while bracing in case she does tanking with the frost staff. Make roll dodge cheaper. Can we come in at the break? We can actually, if we come in, no, we can't. Make roll dodge cheaper. Put the remaining points on making break free cheaper. On this side, she has no real use for sneaking. So come in here, Fortune's Favor. Cheaper way shrines. Better things with enchants. Treasure Hunter. Deconning things properly. Faster harvest time. More stuff for nodes. And then the rest of the points can go into more gold from treasure chests. She's currently set to what for skills? She doesn't have any skills with crafting. She doesn't have enough points. She has to do more of the main quests and stuff like that. Loaded up with all that other stuff. So if we go in as a healer... our skills are going to be what? Oh yeah, just use thing number 2 and keep constantly buffing everybody. Alright, let's do that. Set to Boon the Mage, Major Assault. All those abilities. Alright, Warden, Ice Warden time. But we can lose the costume. It's kind of stupid anyways. We can lose the costume. Not everybody in the game needs to wear that thing. Centurion. Imperial Centurion! No. Alright, let's go. Let's do this. Group for random normal. As heals. Grab some of those potions too while we're at it.
Hello there.
Crown Resto. Put that in as... We so have to use those up. Quick slot. Crown Resto. We already had a stack of them. That there. Bam. Use Crown Fortifying Meal for buff. Should be good for heals. What's with her lack of magic, though? I think she's short on crafty Alfiq gear. Only 39,000. Breton? Yeah, she's not wearing the stuff that you... She's not actually getting any magic from the set that she's wearing, because it's got increases damage done with frost abilities by 8%, plus another 4% of the enemies chilled, and 2% if afflicted with minor brittle. So basically, frostbite, frost damage. Attempts to do more with frost damage type stuff. See, what does she have for... Have her do Frost Ring AoE. We probably don't need the... We can probably just put this here. Have her do Frost Ring for AoE. She probably needs to buff the party more than anything else. Still no party yet. Not a lot of people running stuff, are there? Can't be spending all day doing this. This better not be the DLC. All this just for a third dungeon? Why is this taking so long? Do we have a tank set up on here? No, we don't have anything set up on here, just the basics. No tank set up or anything for that sort of thing. Could set up a tank build on build number 2. Wow, this is the healer queue. Double check. Group random normal healer. Look, 3 minutes of nothing. Finally! Watch it be DLC now. One DPS fell asleep. There we go. Crypt of Hearts. Oh, this will be easy. We're not getting any DLC of any sort. This will be a walk in the park. Probably can just do DPS. And just buff everybody's armor. The tank won't need it, but maybe the others will. Yeah, 48,000. A tank with 48 grand. This will be a breeze. Speaking of which, where is that tank? Nameplates off. No chat bubbles. I don't need any offensive stuff showing up there. Oh yeah, let's do the quest. She doesn't have hardly any quests done either. What are these people saying here? We'll leave the chat open in case someone wants to complain. Freeze everything! Now, I've done this a lot on other characters, so I pretty much know the dungeon. It's a bunch of undead. Already grabbing the boss. The mage picked up aggro. Leviathan bracers. Alright, one more of this. $13 grand. Ice magic. And there's more damage if you freeze the enemies with stuff. That's the boss already, right? Yep. Sorry, she's a warden. She has a skill that gives back magic.
The dead will rise and consume you!
Add phase. This is regen off of that damage shield. Blow everything up with ice magic.
I was hoping to speak to you.
Little snowball burst takes everything out. Gives some minor protection as well. boss doesn't bug out and get stuck in the... How about the boss gets stuck in the wall before because that charge attack? Yeah, this is where he'd get stuck. Whoops. People are taking damage for a change. What? How come the cleave isn't hitting that guy? More bugged warden heals. 25 grand. Alright. Just grow some flowers to heal them. And we can't loot the boss. An unlootable boss.
Rollin didn't deserve. He was the school.
Oh, finally. Yeah, that boss is very prone to bugging out. Not the best thing in the world.
They say that when someone professes another's dislike for them, stop.
More trash. More icicles for the trash.
We'll have your soul as well.
More. Another boss. That was quick.
I am ever grateful. Thank you for freeing me. The day, yes, I never hoped a student.
Ah, where is everybody?
His books are wrong. All of this is pointless conjecture.
Run, run, run! They over here have trash.
The incoming classes will benefit greatly.
That's the boss right there, so engage. And then this wizard dude is the last boss.
An intruder? So you're the one who's been undoing our work.
Romeo and Juliet bosses.
We'll feed you to the master's mace.
Do only one at a time. We gotta No, let's regen off these bosses in case anyone needs heals. I highly doubt that'll happen. There. Just grow a big forest and plant some flowers and nobody will take any damage. Then freeze it all to take out the bosses. Oh no, people took hits. I gotta get the resto staff hot. Well, she already has 2 hots from growing flowers and stuff like that. You can also speed up the growing flowers in order to instantly heal everybody. So if you need to heal a bunch of people, just do the flower thing. Call down some of these guys. Zing! There's our last 10 of those. Nice! We do have to finish the quest, though. Hope people don't drop group too quickly.
Do you feel that? The others are returning!
Alright, where do we turn this
I
in?
don't know where you found your new friends, Alanway.
Thank you for group.
They don't seem to fear death. It's admirable.
They can speak to that better than I.
Resto staff to
But they've bested
34.
my husband's minions.
Forgot.
What's on the docket today?
Everything.
Forgot I didn't level Resto staff on her. I've been too obsessed with the ice.
Impossible. Give you
Skill points.
The Empyrean light. I didn't know Narayaneth had tortured so many of us.
Back to the castle and decon everything.
Dog.
Easy, Feindor. He'll pay when the time comes. But we don't want you rushing off to die.
Our
again.
friends killed his Daedric pets.
Well, the deconstruction system is actually a great way to get crafting materials for the endless craft bag with ESO Plus. Plus crafting inspiration and gain more experience crafting and stuff like that. I really got to set up what I think for a second spec for her we'll do tank or druid or something like that. But I just started another character. Who's supposed to be a druid and use all the animal companion skills. The problem with the warden is that for AoE under animal companions, what do they even have? Just this stupid like bugs come out of the ground in like 3 seconds or so, and it's in front of you. You can do the swarm thing and have like insects flying all over the place and infecting people, and you can run around really quickly, or you can summon a bear too. So I might just actually come up with another character like a dark elf or something. Try that, hybrid Templar I've been curious about. The ultimate hybrid Templar. I'm sure that wouldn't work out too well, but anyways, let's sell off some stuff. Sell the basics first.
Come.
Do your trading here. There. Now let's go work on that other stuff. Decon. This should have given us, though, the extra things we need. We could actually cycle through all the characters and have them do their daily dungeon to get a whole bunch of those transmute things. Yep, deconstruction. Take things apart and salvage parts from them. Multiple Leviathan stuff. That probably means I already had it. Desert Caravan by Aaron Kenny. Nothing there, but there's 10 grand, so we can throw that in the bank. Another round of crafting dailies will take care of that. That gets us back to 150 grand. That gets us back to 150 grand then. Alright, so there's that. And this. Hireling emails, or messages. More stuff to decon. Another 10 transmute crystals and the ability to transmute everything over. Finally. Another round of hireling stuff, though. Close that out. Yeah, really good dungeon groups. That's because the tanks are actually tanks. Different story altogether when the tanks aren't tanks and they're showing up with 18,000 health. Might also be because of the super late hours too. Alright. Goodmain to the Clockwork City. Get ourselves some hybrid rings for Zen Archer. Again with the Zen Archer stuff. Send him off there. Get that set up. So now with 150, so we have to do so many dungeons in order to get enough of those transmutes. Skip. Skip. Don't want anything too loud here. Just gonna load everything up. Then go get that other stuff taken care of. Requesting character load. Gonna say ESO with its random load times. No. That'll work. Although I did skip another chiptune song earlier. Let's go. No, don't have any player housing in the Clockwork City, so no real fast way to get there. I should put something up that tells me where the exit is. Something to serve as an exit sign. If Miri wants some, give Miri some more experience.
What's on the docket today?
Clockwork City and the home stretch of the journey. Finally! Only my curiosities would have me blowing 150 of these things on getting crafty Alfiq hybrid stats. Of course, it's farmable, so we just go off to Northern Elsewhere to get more of this stuff. All right, let's make this happen. All right, we want to transmute some of the jewelry. We want to change this over to robust. Actually, we need to let's go to the jewelry station first. There was that thing we had to research. Yeah, where was that in here?
What do you want?
Guessing on the other side. Other side, I think. Enchanting. There it is. There's that thing we had to research. There we go. Harmony. What exactly does Harmony do? Increase the damage, healing, resource restore, and damage deal strength of synergies that you activate. Swift is from House Lalu. Bloodthirsty is from Weekly Trials. We got one of these, so let's do that. 14 days. Well, let's blow some skill points on something that we haven't needed in a very long time. And then when it's done, we'll just... All right, jewelry crafting. Research. Research. Reduce research time, no more than 30 days. We're actually researching a trait for the first time in a long time. 10 days of research to learn how to make that stuff. All right. We haven't had one of those in an extremely long time because this guy already knows everything. Now, let's go to the transmog station for the main event. Transmog. Transmute station, I should say. Change this over to what's infused. Well, that increases the effects of the... That actually increased the effects of the enchantment. We want to swap it over to robust. A robust, crafty Alfiq. We have 157 of those things. A robust, crafty Alfiq. So, the bonuses give you magic, but the ring itself gives you stamina. And the ring... We'll have to change this over to weapon damage and chance, obviously. Swap this one over to robust. We could also change him to tank rings as well, so we can have plus magic from the bonuses and plus health and the other stuff. So transmute this crafty Alfiq ring over to... It's just... You can get up to 1,000 of those transmute stones. We might as well run dungeons until we have them all. Robust. Now let's swap this one over to robust. See what that does to the Zen Archer. Confirm. That locks this guy into Paladin build for the time being, though, because he has to research everything for the next 10 days. So that's 3 of them. We weren't actually physically carrying those. Oh, I guess we have to put them in the bank now. No, you know what? Let's enjoy the local culture of the area. Let's actually go to the bank in the Clockwork City and see what kind of goofy stuff they say.
It'll be good to get away from the family a bit.
Let's go to the bank.
Come see for yourself.
These all have little dialogues and stuff.
So many creations that imitate life. Because he could, to better understand them? You'd probably just walk up and ask.
Watch those weapons. I am bound by my functions to help you.
Are there other bankers? Oh, it's just that robot thing.
Would you like help today? I am able to perform a variety of tasks related to banking.
All right. We still have to attune that as well. Okay, the hybrid stuff is here. All right, so the next round of Zen Archer. Just stay there. All right, next round of Zen Archer. All right, next round is Zen Archer here. We have to change the spec over to Zen Archer before putting that stuff on. And then we'll save over it. Doo-da, 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 doo-da. Finally. Switch over here.
Talent's fine. For the secret.
Switch over to Zen Archer. So we'll switch back to Crafty Alfiq. Close the door, we don't live in a barn. Switch back to Crafty Alfiq. We'd have the mage. We don't want to have to change Mundus Boon, so we'll do everything based on mage.
Greetings.
Give me those three things. Give me the three hybrids. 1, 2, and 3. All right, let's equip the Crafty Alfiq and the hybrid jewelry. Gloves, sash, already changing everything back over. And then the hybrid jewelry, which gives us stamina. There, see, 27 to 37. So we have that. 37,000 only brought us up to 27,000 stamina, and that's including the other stuff. So that's how much stuff we lose. See, that's how much you lose with that kind of stuff there. So with the hybrid rings, we're short on a Crafty Alfiq thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. How come we're not getting the 5-item bonus? We still have the Shackle Breaker ring, that's why. So the last of the hybrids. 28. So 29 thou. Now change over to the magic bow. Change back to the magic bow and the Resto Staff of Twilight's Embrace, which is plus magic. 30 and 36. So 30 and 36 is available now. Now if we change these over, if we change Hulking Draugr over to plus magic, we change Hulking Draugr over to plus magic. How many, we have 5 Kutas. Do we have 5 of those in, what do we have in here that was left over? Truly Superb Glyph of Magic, we'll have to make 4 of them. So, Repora, Mako, Kuta. So we hybridized. We hybridized the rings. Now we're hybridizing the Hulking Draugr gear with 4 of these. Plus magic. Swap the enchants on the Hulking Draugr gear, so you know it's for a hybrid build, that it's a stam set that gives magicka. $31, $35. Hulking Draugr arm cops. Almost. How even is this gonna be? Because we can always just change weapons to swap the bias one way or the other. 32, 34. That changes over to magic. Can we improve any of these at the clothing station? 34 and 33, so now there's a slight bias towards magicka, but we can just swap that over. Just do the stamina bow instead. Swap over, we swapped the stamina bow, now we have 32, 34. Just put put an edge on. Just change weapons to put an edge on the resources, but they're closer this way. So we've hybridized the heck out of everything. What happens? Can we upgrade any of these hulking Draugrs thingies to legendary? We can upgrade one of them. So hulking Draugr, the helmet would help a lot. I think we've already upped the hulking Draugr. That's already legendary. If we up, that's already there too. The last big one's the helmet. Upgrade the helmet to a legendary. Hulking Draugr's helmet with a bunch of magic on it. Confirm. Upgrade this to a legendary. What does it do to the stats? 33, 34. So they're only 700 away from those two. And we can just change our enchants or our Mundus boons to swing in either direction. Save. Zen Archer. Just what the doctor ordered. Hybridized to heck. But considering before we had just, a little bit more stamina than magic, then... Considering before, we could also change out the jewelry enchants to weapon damage so the bow hits harder. We don't even have full spell damage on that. 33 grand on spell damage, 2,800 on weapon damage. Well, let's actually put 3 weapon damage enchants. See if we can improve the jewelry, too. Put 3 weapon damage... We don't have the stuff for it. 3 weapon damage, Rekuta, Tadiri, since we hybridized everything. Rapora, Tadiri. Give me 3 of those. We have to make them first before we can make multiples. Because we've never made one of those before.
Rapora, Tadiri, Rekuta.
Achievement unlocked. Essence. Now 2 more of these.
Rapora, Tadiri, Rekuta.
That should get the base weapon and spell damage up to like 3,000 or so. And then we know that enchantments is a mixture of recovery and spell damage. So we'll actually do weapon damage. 3068. So now we're ahead on this. We'll get this eventually. Have some magic to heal with and have some bow stuff to attack with. $34, $39. 3,400 versus 2,800 spell damage. There we go. Once we cast, we get minor sorcery from casting any of the spells on the back bar. So I think once we cast anything, that evens everything out. We need the boost to weapon damage more anyways. So, minor sorcery. Boom. So now we're, 3,100 spell damage versus 3,400 weapon damage. So, you can always change up the enchants, but now we're at like 6 grand on that. Six thou. We're a lot more even with to go along with the even resources. And that is the essence of the Zen Archer. Let's do like a shoot the sun thing for thumbnails. I remember in Zelda Ocarina of Time there was the thing where you shoot the sun and you get flaming arrows. Is Picasso still open? Yep, alright. Let's get like a shoot the sun thumbnail. Boom. I think I got it on the first try. Shoot the sun thumbnail. Like it's Zelda. Add some saturation to that, and then we'll adjust the thing later. Shoot the sun. I managed to squeeze a Zelda reference into all of this. Nice. Yeah, how about one of these too? Turn off turn off the UI. The Zen Archer is in business. So these hybrid builds are going to take... That's the chapel. So these hybrid builds are going to take a little bit of getting used to. But I definitely think they have some potential here, especially with the kind of different way of using them. I actually think, what if we combine together stamina and magic attacks and weave them together? So fire the bow, throw a spell. Fire the bow, throw a spell. Because each attack on the front and back bar actually has some kind of buff it gives you. So, or throw a spell and then do a whole bunch of, then do a couple seconds worth of bow shots because the light attack will actually hit harder and whatnot. So, it's just, this might be more worth it to have to have more heals over here and have more bow attacks over here, or just get rid of Bombard entirely, or do AoE, except you need the bow to do the AoE attacks here. Stuff to figure out. Stuff to figure out. Stuff to figure out. Stuff to figure out. Well, that's some progress if there ever was any. The sun is coming up. It's time to call it a morning. Zen Archer has come back from the brink. I gave up on it twice and finally found a way that is somewhat viable. Let's continue with this Deadlands build stuff. Till next time, this is MultimediaJay signing off. Thanks for stopping by.